Afternoon, and it is Monday, and what a belter of a day. I've still not got a fantastic voice, so this week should hopefully get better. It's definitely better than it was last week. Today I've been on with milling and getting sorted the load up to Laxey, and then just sorting out some bits and pieces in one of the rental properties this afternoon. So here is where the pumpkins will be. Doesn't look much like it, does it? So, still haven't decided whether I'm going to plough it. Still haven't decided whether I'm going to try and do kind of like just till exactly where it needs to be, or whether to put the disc cultivator over it. I'm going to have to kind of make a decision because it really needs something doing with it soon. This week I think it's a bit of a mixed bag with weather. I think we've got rain tomorrow, and then I think we're back into high pressure on Wednesday. We did have a frost, so a frost this morning, which was really nice, and that'll have hopefully tried to break up some of that down there. Probably killed a couple of my lettuces as well, but you know, ho-hum, need to get the ground sorted. I am going to start getting some bits and pieces in at the polytunnel at home, in the seed trays, and then we can at least get a jump on the season we're planting out. And then as soon as we've got everything dished up or ridged up or whatever, well, ridged up after dished or power harrowed down there, I can start getting some seeds in the ground. I'm growing some potatoes just for myself, which I don't think we'll be selling this year. I've not got a plan to it. So they're all set to be chitting at home. That's chitting with a CH. So they're all sat in the porch at the moment, nice and bright to get nice long sprouts. So you do that to give them a jump start once they get into the ground. So we had the spuds in here last year just on this, and I just put 20 kilos in, whereas this year I've bought, I think it's 2 1 kilo bags. So not an awful lot, but it'll be enough for us at home. Also got some onions. Now I do still have some onions left, which we planted last year, which never got big enough to harvest, so they're going again this year because you can do that with onions. So I'm going to put some more in, and I'll get them in down there so I can keep a better eye on them, because this area should hopefully all be something to do with pumpkins. Although I did plant that gladioli down there, which was maybe not my brightest of ideas. Yeah, this is going to have to start to be planning time. I need to get some bits of paper, because we have 6 acres. This green patch here is 6 acres. Quite a big area when you study it. I'm not very far off this hedgerow, which is the drive-in. But no, it's looking lovely on a day like this. The sun there, fantastic. Proper clouds, cartoon clouds. Right, I need to get off down to school, so come with us, see what we get up to this week, see what the weather's doing. Got a bit of chainsaw milling to go do tomorrow. Well, not go do, someone's bringing something to me, so I'll try and get a video of that as well, because that's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, see you in a bit. Bye-bye. Morning, Tuesday, and we're moving the girls. They're going back out to the field, so they're actually going really willingly, which is impressive. It was a bit of a fight to get them in the barn, but they're going to look forward to getting back outside now. So there they are, back in the field. Managed to get them sorted. They went straight in as soon as we got them out and moving. We had a little bit of silage down. It just took a little bit to get over the first bit, but as you saw, they were moving well. So yeah, a lot easier. I think it took us about an hour and a half to get them in there at the start of winter, when we needed to bring them off the field because the field was too wet. So they're happy. They've had a run around. They've had the zoomies. They're currently just scratching on anything they can find. So yeah, back on the grass, absolutely fantastic. Now to clean out the pen they've been in, get that all sorted, and I think the baler normally lives there, so get that parked back under there. Nice to see him outside again, great. Morning, and it is Thursday now, I'm a lot better than I have been. Today's mission is going to be sorting the other barn. So there's someone going to be using the back section of the barn. So I need to do a bit of juggling around with these partitions. So I need to take these ones out because we're going to need them. So those partitions have got to come out. I've got beans to come in here, which are in a trailer, which were in there. I've brought all these beans up already. So that was obviously a tiny little pile in the back. So all those beans are going to be up in here. These ones here are not brilliant. So I might get rid of a couple of those because they're just some really old ones. But I'll be tipping the trailer into that corner. So that'll be out of the way. You need to get that bucket out of the way. You need to move this trailer out of the way. Yeah, it's all going to be a bit busy. Bit go today. I do need to keep this partition in for the barley because obviously that's our barley, so I need to keep that separate. And this partition here keeps the rain off it from coming in through the doors. So yeah, just a bit of faffing, bit of sorting. We've actually got a trailer to unload as well with bits of barn on it. I'll see if I can see it through this door here. So let me see. Ah, yes. So that trailer. So there's some new bits and pieces for one of the barns. They've come across from Warings, arrived yesterday. The wagon got stuck as well, which was quite entertaining. So no issue to pull that out. The tractor did it absolutely a breeze. So I'm going to get the man basket off the telehandler because we had the electrician here doing some bits and pieces yesterday in the top of one of the barns and start moving some stuff around. So I'll see if I can try and set the phone up on a tripod or something when I'm doing stuff, or the GoPro. So yeah, I'll try and get some footage because obviously I didn't get any footage of the milling. Here's the sawdust from it. But when I got to it, it was a bit of a faffy job really. So I just never, and then I kind of finished and was like, oh, I never took any photos or video or anything. So yeah, still trying to remember how to do this stuff. See you in a bit. Morning. It is just morning. It's just coming up to 12 o'clock now. And I've just been down in Douglas doing a garden, which I haven't done in quite a long time. It's probably been about a year and a half since I've been down here. Just been down to give the tops some bushes which they couldn't reach a quick trim and sort out. So that's been really nice to see the client again. So heading back over the mountain now to go back and sort some gates out down at the farm. And it's supposed to be snowing up on the top. So this week's been a bit of a funny one. Yesterday I was moving around their petitions. As I said, I was hoping to get the tripod set up, but someone chucked a little bit of a curveball. I came back to move some of the petitions and there'd been 10 ton of barley dropped in next to them. So I had to move that down a scoop at a time into the other barn. So that kind of took about 45 minutes to an hour. So really kind of ate up the time during the day. So I'll try and show you that when I get back down to the farm. I am back down there this afternoon, as I've just said. So yeah, we'll get on with that. I was hoping this weekend, if the weather's okay, to try and start getting some bits and pieces done on the field. But we'll have to see because the weather's not brilliant this afternoon, and I think it's forecast to be pretty similar most of tomorrow as well. And suddenly tomorrow's got very busy with hockey matches because my youngest is playing in the nets as well. So thankfully the match after mine at the same location, so it's all right. We can get there. So yeah, I'll see if there's any snow up on the top, and I'll turn the camera back on up there if there is. So yeah, see you in a bit. Well, this is looking promising. There's a gritter coming down. Doesn't look like it's been doing much, and if it's raining like this up there, the grit's not going to work. But hey, they had a snowplow on. So we don't often get much snow on the Isle of Man because we're a tiny little island in the middle of the sea. And as any of you who know, who live near the sea will know, the sea's fairly good at getting rid of any snow. It's a bit windy as well. There we go. Yeah, so we do sometimes get snow. It's a very rare thing in the island. I wish we did get more. I lived in the Lake District for 3 years and we used to get quite a bit of snow there, which was absolutely fantastic. And obviously where I grew up in Yorkshire as well, we got a fair bit of snow. Yeah, a bit of snow would be nice. Right. Well, I don't think we'll be going sledging or anything. There is snow in the air, but it's very, very wet is the ground. So I can imagine it's not going to settle very much. Right. Now that's a pretty steep uphill, and this thing doesn't like going up hills. So it was going a little bit slow up there. Right. It's lovely to see it coming down off the hills. Just kind of spilling over, and you see the blankets of snow coming. As I say, we don't often get it. Although a few years ago, well, 2013, on the 22nd of March, so obviously quite a little bit further north than where we are now, we got an absolute dump of snow. The real unfortunate thing is a lot of farmers had their livestock, their sheep, their lambs out, and a lot of them died. There was a benevolent fund set up to support farmers who basically lost all their livelihood. It mainly hit the west coast of the island, and what the issue was, that it was really windy at the same time, so all the snow that settled on the top blew off down into the west of the island because we had easterly winds. And then at that point, they just buried all the sheep which had gone and hidden in next to walls and in gullies and such, all got buried in the snow, and it was weeks before some places were able to get kind of like dug out. There was a great photo of a police van buried on one of the roads just off the Conky Body. And it had gone up to check on something, got stuck, and then the snow had drifted over the top of it. So the whole of the back of the police van was about 4 or 5 foot under the surface of the snow, which is crazy to think of. We had the quarries on the island were out with their loaded shovels clearing the snow. The Benny Pot Road, which is the road which is coming up, and the Faulty Bill Road, which is what I'm going to go down, they were both shut for weeks because of their having to dig out the snow, which had then compacted in the corners on the lee sides. So yeah, it does happen, just very rarely. You know, there's a little bit kind of round, you might not be able to see it with from the view. I'm not actually sure what view you guys have got. You're on the highest piece of metal that can stick the magnet to on the GoPro. So yeah, it might not be the best of views, but gives you an idea of what we got. You know, so there's a little bit settling in on the edge of the road. You know, a few flurries coming past. Definitely don't think I need 4-wheel drive. So nice to see. Hopefully it's not snowing or raining too hard down at the farm. That could make it not very pleasant doing the stuff. I've not actually been up Snaefell this year, so this is Snaefell here coming up. You might be able to see it there. This is our tallest and one and only mountain, which is it's interesting because there's a tramway which goes all the way up it, so you can actually get the tram. And this year I've not been up it. I normally try and get up a couple of times. It's about a half-hour walk from here. This is known as the Bungalow, which is where the tram station is. That's obviously Victory Cafe there, if you can see that, where we provide parsnips too as well, which is really cool. They do fantastic food. So if you're on the Isle of Man, or you're visiting the Isle of Man, get yourself up to Victory Cafe. It's absolutely amazing. Pies, mash, peas is food of the gods. Absolutely fantastic. So, right, well, I'm just going down the Faulty now. So this is the Faulty Wheel on Sulby Glen Road, heading down towards the Sulby Reservoir, which is just going to be down and left down there. Yeah, so you know when I've been up at Drewdale Farm doing the mowing as such, that's on the other side of here. So that's obviously the reservoir, which you might have seen on some of the videos when I've been down close to it on the mowing. So that's the field. You can probably barely see through the flurries of snow over there. There's a little bit of snow on the road, it's a bit white there. Right, I'm going to turn the video off because I don't think you've got much battery left. I'm going to go down to the farm and I'll see you later. So, down at the farm, and it's definitely not snowing down here. Looks like it might still be snowing up on the tops. That looks a lot better on the camera than it does to actually look at. Just trying to sort out some gates to keep these lovely ladies in. So these this field is theirs as well, but this grass is much too long, so if they came in here they would be eating grass which is far too rich in anything for them, so at which point they'd kind of like balloon up because they what's it called? I can't remember the name of the thing. But yeah, basically they just get gassy from it. So we're supposed to be getting some sheep coming down from someone to graze this off, which is just take the top off. If need be, I can always mow it off, but then we've got to make sure we leave it long enough to brown off, because if not, they'll just go in and it's like eating silage. They'll go nuts for it. They do have a little bit of a habit of escaping. So there was a proper gate post here, but unfortunately it got wiped out. So there's like 3 gates chained together here. That little one's on its way out. I've just replaced that, so that's not part of it. Just to make sure that they stay in there. It's like having 2 giant Labradors with pointy things on their heads, helping. They're beautiful, but they aren't having everything. So they were right over there. They were down by where that hay is, by where the pickup is. Second I hopped into the field and came down here, they were straight over. And, oh, what are you doing? So, nice to deal with. But, like I say, not the easiest. So, you can't get much done. It is absolutely freezing today. So, I'm even wearing gloves. Obviously, not on that hand, because I can't control the phone with it. So, yeah, definitely a bit chilly. So, it'd be nice if it does snow down here. Although, like I say, I've got full day of hockey tomorrow with 2 matches to kind of deal with, so maybe not too much snow, but a little in the morning, that'll be good. Yeah, so I've got these gates to sort, and I do actually have some veggies to pick, which I'll see, might have time to do that today. If not, I'll do that first thing tomorrow morning, and get that out. So yeah, at which point I'm gonna crack on and I'll see you in a bit. Well, I think that is the coldest that I've ever harvested some veg. Look at the hands. Kind of like dead man's hand. Both of them freezing. So yeah, that is it. I've got some veg harvested. It's in there. It's windy. It's raining. I'm hiding behind the pickup so the wind noise isn't too bad. I think that's it for a week. So yeah, brilliant. Thank you so much for your likes, subscribes and follows. It's been absolutely great. Hopefully next week I'll have a better voice. It's definitely getting there. It's slowly getting there. So yeah, next week hopefully I will be able to get out and get this area cultivated. It's meant to be becoming a bit drier. It's meant to be becoming a little bit warmer because this is a bit chilly. So not much is going to be growing. I will be getting some stuff planted in the polytunnel hopefully over the weekend, so I might try and get some video of that as well. But as I say, thank you so much for coming along with us on this journey. Can't wait for it to get a bit more exciting for you. Thank you very much. Take care. I know I'd already said goodbye, but just quickly, just managed to come up to Derby for a second time today. I came up and delivered the veggies earlier, but there's too much cloud. But we have snow on the top of the hills. Absolutely fantastic. Just here by Derby Airfield, which is the old World War II runway. So this is now a race course. They do drag and all sorts of stuff up on here. But yeah, so looking pretty spectacular up on the top. Nothing to complain about there. So maybe if the mountain opens later, we could get up and have a play and go sledging. So fingers crossed. See you later.